Hey everyone! Sometimes there's nothing better than a delicious plate of tender chicken or steak. My name is Gabby Alejo, and today I want to show you 3 ways to tenderize chicken. When it comes to the tenderness of meat, one really important protein to know is collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in connective tissue, which holds together and supports the muscles in meat. Collagen starts off tough and fibrous, but when it's exposed to moist heat, it's converted into a gel, which can lead to more tender and juicy pieces of meat. But there's still a lot of factors that can affect the natural tenderness of different cuts of meat. For example, can affect the tenderness of meat because the older the animal, the higher the concentration of collagen, and therefore the tougher the meat. Another thing that affects the tenderness of meat naturally is the location, because places where muscles are used a lot, like in the neck, shoulders, and legs, there's more connective tissue, more collagen, and therefore leads to tougher pieces of meat. Other factors that can also naturally affect the tenderness of meat include heredity of the animal, the diet, slaughtering conditions, etc. So what I want to demonstrate to you today is how to artificially tenderize your meat. So I'm going to use this chicken. The first thing you can do is called mechanical tenderization. You can do this by either using a meat mallet, or even easier, you can either cut the chicken in cubes or slice it. What this does is increases the surface area to volume ratio of the meat and makes it easier for your teeth to chew. Another artificial way to tenderize your meat is by using a marinade, an acidic marinade. So this one that I'm using has olive oil, salt, pepper, and most importantly, balsamic vinegar. Now, the acidity of the vinegar is important here because it softens the surface of the meat by denaturing the collagen. Now, something to note is that when you're using a marinade, since it only denatures the collagen on the surface of the meat, it can be useful to cube your meat before using your marinade. Another technique you can use is using a salt brine. Now, salt brine is really nice and simple because it's pretty much just salt water and you soak your chicken in it. A normal concentration for a salt brine is 1 tablespoon of salt for every cup of water. So here I'm using 2 tablespoons of salt for 2 cups of water. So what the salt does is it not only breaks down the components that surround the muscles, but also it helps to retain the moisture, so it leads to a really juicy, tender piece of meat.